Burnet is taking a tougher stance to keep children away from registered sex offenders. City leaders there have just approved a measure banning certain offenders from living near swimming pools and city parks, even after their parole is over. KXAN's Jacqueline Inglace explains why the move is setting precedent in the state.
Like most mothers, Lucinda Garner worries about her children. She rarely lets them out of her sight, even when they're playing in her Burnet backyard.
They're always right here, and I can watch them out the window.
Now, a new city ordinance is offering a little more peace of mind.
That makes me feel safer. I mean, that's a good thing.
There are 85 registered sex offenders in the county, and more than 20 live within city limits. Under the ordinance, registered sex offenders whose victims were under the age of 17 can no longer live within 1,000 feet of where children play or hang out. This includes athletic fields, swimming pools, and parks.
We're not saying you can't live in the city of Burnet at all. It's just the fact that you can't live in certain sections of the city just to protect the kids.
This ordinance, which will take effect in 30 days, is tougher than current state law, which allows sex offenders to live where they choose once they've paid their debt to society, unless a judge orders otherwise. Sex offenders, however, who own a home near a park, well, they'll be allowed to stay. Those who rent will have a 6-month grace period to move. Property owners can also no longer rent or lease to them.
The sex offenders also have rights. They also have the right to live within our community.
Lonnie Hawker enjoys visiting the park with his grandkids or to play the flute. He finds the new law stigmatizing and unfair.
They did their duties of incarceration.
Law enforcement says this ordinance is just added protection to keep kids safe.
No, I'm not saying that, sex offenders are per se all bad, but something happened for them to be a convicted sex offender.
In Burnet, Jacqueline Inglace, KXAN News.
Property owners who choose to rent to registered sex offenders will face misdemeanor charges and fines of up to $500.
We got